What up y'all, T-Skip here and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I wanted to go over a handful of unique transmog items that are available on World of Warcraft. So these range between armor types like shoulders and belts to weapon appearances. So some of these can be tedious to get where other ones are on a very low drop chance. The reason I was making this video is in case anybody didn't know about these, but also in case you had an alt you weren't really using and it shared this same armor type, it wouldn't hurt to have them on a weekly basis to try and farm these, as they're pretty unique and different than other things in the game. The other thing I want to mention is below, I'll have the time stamps for everything, and in parentheses I'll put what the armor type is. So I'll say if it's a weapon or if it's for plate, leatherwork, and cloth. That way, if there's only a certain armor type you want to see, you don't have to go through the whole thing. You can skip around to whichever one fits whatever character you play. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. So first up on our list will be the first Satyr's Spaulders. So this one will be a leather armor type, and it is a shoulder mog. So if we go into items and go to shoulders and we type in the first, it'll be right here, the first Satyr's Spaulders. As you can see, they have this unique red to it, and which I have farmed it and still haven't got it to drop. It's a very low drop chance from the Emerald Nightmare. So if you didn't know where the Emerald Nightmare is, it's in Val'sharah in the Broken Isles. Right here at 5637, right across from Darkheart Thicket. So there's the dungeon, raid is right there. So this one has a chance to drop, let's get back to it. These shoulders have a chance to drop from heroic and mythic. So from the last boss, Xavier. So just to let y'all know, when you do want to farm any of these, when you go inside the raid, a lot of these will have skips, but you're gonna have to beat it in mythic, heroic, whatever difficulty, 4 times. So in here, it's not gonna show right here, but once you kill this boss and go up to the top, Malfurion is gonna be sitting there. And if you're over level, you might not notice he has a quest. Well, if you talk to him, he will have the quest that after you kill the Xavier 4 times, it'll allow you to skip right to the last boss. Well, the second to last boss. When you go up these stairs, you kill this boss, you go up to the top, and then you can click that center, and it'll take you to the last 2. So you can skip everything else in here if you don't want to do that. So if we go into, actually, right here, you can see Xavius. And I'm on mythic difficulty right here, the first Satyr's Spaulders. This is where it has a chance to drop. So that's the first item. Now let's move on to the next one. Next on the list is going to be a one-handed mace. Now this one drops from the Tomb of Sargeras on the Broken Shore. So we're still in the Broken Isles. This one is going to be different because you're not going to be able to just click in here and look it up. It has a unique drop where you don't loot it. The chance automatically just goes to your bag if you get it. It's a random low drop chance that can drop on any difficulty, so it doesn't matter what difficulty you do. You could even go, if you didn't know, right here where my mouse is at 65 55. That's where you can queue up for LFR. So if you wanted to just do LFR, not have to run through this whole thing, you could just queue up that way. Anyways, this one drops from, let's look her up. It is right here, Maiden of Vigilance. So as you can see, it's not on here, and my character can't have one-handed maces. But if we go to the model viewer, well, it doesn't show her actually swinging it. I'll actually put up a picture of the Hammer of Vigilance, so you can see that one. And like I said, it could drop from any difficulty, but it's a very low drop chance. So now let's move on to the next one. Alright, so for the next items, this is going to actually be 2 items with one of them having a color variant. So we're still in the Broken Isles, but we are heading to Taurus, the Burning Throne. So just in case anybody didn't know, you're gonna be in the New Dalaran in the Broken Isles. You're gonna come right here to the Lightforged Beam, and as soon as it clicks here, then you're gonna be in Argus. And once you get on here, you're gonna run all the way to the console. I can't remember if there's any quests you have to do to unlock. It's been quite a while. And you're gonna go right here to Hope's Landing and Taurus Waste and Antonius Waste. And it's gonna be right there at 5463 in Taurus, the Burning Throne. So as you can see, I'm on my BM Hunter, and I wanted to say these two items, they're both two-handed. And from what I read, even in the past, as long as you can equip it, it can drop. So these items are going to be the exact same as the other ones, where they are not going to show up on your profile when you look for them. It's just a random drop if they drop on for you, because it's personal loot in your bag or not. So for the first one is Taeshalach. So, and remember, if you do end up farming this, to grab the quest too, because once you get the quest, you'll be able to go straight to the last boss after killing the first one. You just got to turn to inside the raid for one of these. But once we go into the Burning Throne, Agumar, right here, the second to last boss. As you can see, it doesn't show, so I'll put up a picture now. I've been farming it for a while now. I still haven't gotten it, and his model doesn't show him with the sword either. So that's where the Taeshalach comes from. Now the next one comes from Argus the Unmaker. Now this one is just the same thing as personal loot, but I do have one of them. So if we go here, go to Polearm, and it's right here, the Scythe of the Unmaker. So this one is the red version. So if you want this one, it only comes from Mythic. So you have to keep killing him on Mythic if you want the red version. Now, the other difficulties where you could still queue up for LFR for both of those, for Taeshalach and the blue version of this, you can, queue up LFR, run it, or run it on any of the other difficulties. But that's how you get the blue version, and this is how you get the red one from Mythic only. So, with those out of the way, let's move on to the next one. So the next one up on the list is going to be an ensemble for every single class. We are still in the Broken Isles. This was a big theme during Legion, which was great to have all these different things. But we are in Stormheim, and we are right here at the Trial of Valor at 7270. It's right across, right across from the Halls of Valor, Trial of Valor. So once we go into here, after you kill Odin, which is just straight across, there'll be two ads, but as soon as you kill Odin, you will get a quest, and it'll be to collect orbs. Now, these orbs can drop from the bosses in here, and there's also a world quest they can drop, but I'm not exactly sure which one it was. But as soon as you finish that quest, you will unlock this. It's the Ensemble of the Chosen Dead, but this is the chains, this is the male version. Now, the reason I'm putting this on the list, and right now I'll log into different characters and show you the different ones for plate, leather, and cloth. But as soon as you finish that quest and turn it in, you'll automatically get this version. Now, this version is the normal version. So after you get this one, you really don't have to worry about running normal anymore. The reason I'm making it is there are 3 other color variants. Now, you can look this up online because I'm not sure which one there are. I think there's a green one, there's a blue one, but they're different colors for each of the classes. But when it drops, the ensemble will be, the complete set. But you'll get one for LFR, one for heroic, and one for mythic. So if you do like this style, because it is pretty neat being like a very cool Viking style, and you like a different color, you're gonna have to kill the bosses and their respected difficulty, and it's not 100% at all. You're just gonna have to keep farming it until you can get it on whatever class type you want. Anyways, that is that one. And now let's move on to the next one. The next one up on the list is going to be a monk only one. And this one is called Hands of Serenity. Now the reason I wanted to make this one is I felt like it was pretty interesting. If you really want to get into the monk style or fighting, it would be, let's go right here to the fist weapons, and where are you? Right there. And or hand wraps of Serenity. As you can see, you don't see anything. The reason is that's what it does. It basically makes your fist be the weapon. So once you mog those, whatever weapon you put there, you'll just be fighting with your fist the whole time. So how do we get these? So once we're back in Legion, we're gonna go to our class hall. So we're gonna go use your Zen, Premier Mage. And as soon as we get to our order hall, we're gonna turn and go right down here to the right. Right here to Peak of Serenity. Now, as soon as we get in here, we're going to talk to her, Serenity, and this will be before the Legion attack. Alright, so now that we are in here, we are going to run to the side. And let's see, where was it? Oh, right, run to the other side. And we're gonna go over here to this vendor right here, Master Tan. Now there's actually some other stuff over here I'll show in a second, but these right here, these are what you're looking for, the hand wraps, any of these. So once you have those, then you can transmog. Let's see. Oh, I'm in Legion Artifact. That's why. Fist weapon. Right there. Boom. And this one, I'll do the same thing. Let's go to fist weapon. Boom. And now I'm fighting with my fist. See? Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. You can have that monk style. Just a quick note though, once you're out here, if you are looking for any of the staffs or anything, you can come to the vendors over here. So Master Cannon, he sells like some bandanas, some of the belts, and to the right here, Master Hong has a couple of different staffs and polearms. I just thought the hand wraps are really neat and gave a like kind of a lure style, you know, fighting with your bare fist. Anyways, now let's move on to the next one. The next one up on our list, we are in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms at Siege of Orgrimmar. So a lot of people might already know what Mog I'm talking about here since I'm on my plate class, but I had to mention this one as this is just an epic one. I still haven't gotten it. Congrats to everybody who does have it, but just in case anybody didn't know. So we are in Pandaria in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, heading to Siege of Orgrimmar. And what we are doing, once you get in here, make sure it's set to mythic difficulty, because the shoulders only drop to for mythic. I'll show them in here in a second. But once you get in here, you're gonna run right up here to Lord Walker Child, and right here on the wall, it says the Scroll of Past Deeds. Once you click this, and it says, "Tell me the story, Gareth Hill Scream's Final Reckoning," that will take you all the way to the end. So if you don't feel like clearing this whole thing, it'll take you right there, all the way to him. So once you kill him on mythic difficulty on a plate class, what you are looking for is right. Remember, I dropped some out in here too. We are after Tusks of Mannoroth. These are daggone dope, especially if you play an orc. Let's hide that. Right there, it's got the same model. Let's go to the model, just like how he's wearing them. That's those right there. They're very low drop chance. I think they're, I don't know, 2-3%, something like that. Unless they've jumped it up, it's a low drop chance. But this is a good one. If you don't have a plate class or an alt, you can just put them out here. What I do, like when I'm not playing, right over here, whatever it's called. Is that it? I don't know, your little hub over here. It might be the shrine over here. You can just set it as your hearth. So as soon as you kill Garrosh, if it doesn't drop, just hearth back here and you can log out until next week. But that's how you get the Tusks of Mannoroth. Let's move on to the next one. Next one on the list is a two-handed mace in Nazmir and Zandalar from the Battlefire Azzinoth expansion. So we are headed to Uldar. Now this one's a little different. It comes from the very first boss and it can drop from any difficulty. That's him right there. But the thing is, once you get in here, it's actually going to be, let's see, where were you? Oh, I'm in the wrong boss. Let's go. Where in the world am I? Hold on. Alright, it's right here. But the thing is, see how this one is mythic difficulty, this one's heroic, this one's normal, and this one's raid finder. But it's different because there's one special one that looks just like the one that he's using that can drop from any difficulty. So if we go here and I go to two-handed maces, it is this one right here. Now it doesn't look much difference at all, but I think that one's from LFR or something. But as you can see, that's what it looks like. It matches that mog. I do kind of like the glow and all. But if we go to right here, you see this one I've collected. That's the purple one. But see the normal one I don't have. It's like that. Then we go to heroic. I don't have. It's that one, and then mythic I don't have, and it's the closest one. So you can see that one is more of kind of a brownish, and this one is like the gold. Yeah, see? And this is just a random drop after killing him. So if you do like the way this one looks, you can just come in here, kill him on whatever difficulty and leave. I just felt like mentioning this one as this is another one of those personal loot random drops. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so for the next one on the list is the Warglaives of Azzinoth. How y'all lore people like that I'm in the Warden set as a demon hunter. Anyways, the Warglaives of Azzinoth are the same Warglaives that Illidan Storm Raiders use. And to get these to be able to transmog, you are going to come to the Black Temple. Now the Black Temple is in Outland, down here in Shadowmoon Valley at 7045. And once you get here, you'll go right through there and fight your way to the top to Illidan. Now, to get these to be able to transmog them, you're going to have to collect the right and the left one. And as you can see on the Demon Hunter, I don't have them. The good thing about this is you can collect both of them. You have to have both of them on one single character on any class that can actually equip them. So the classes that can equip them are rogues, death knights,
battery low,
warriors, monks, and demon hunters. So if you have an alt or whatever, you could sit there or post them up and run them every week if you like, or run whoever you want. But as soon as you get both those drops, the right hand and the left hand, you will get the achievement. Well, it's right there. Let's go. What is it? I guess Warglaives. Yeah, right there. You'll get the achievement, Warglaives of Azzinoth. So as soon as you have that, like that part you can do on any of the classes that can equip. Now, as soon as you get that, you can go to the time walking version of the Black Temple whenever it's around and complete that on any character. It literally does not matter what character it is. You could play a Beast Mastery Hunter. As long as you have this achievement and you beat Illidan in the time walking version of the Black Temple, you will get this achievement. I'll hold these until you get out. As soon as you get that,
battery low,
that is going to unlock your Warglaives right here. Your Warglaives of Azzinoth, and you will be able to transmog them on your Demon Hunter. So that's how you get these. I've got one more left, and that'll wrap it up for this video. So let's jump into the final one. All right, and so for the final mog I wanted to talk about, it is the Waste of Time. Now, when I got this a while back, I never thought I'd actually use it all the time, but I have used this waste mog, I don't know, countless times. But as you can see right there, I've wore it almost the whole expansion. But it's pretty much a clock that just constantly spins, and it can be worn by any class. So if we go right here, have it as my favorite right there, the Waste of Time. Now I will go ahead and say this is not a hard one at all. I won't post a guide because it'll take forever. I recommend, if you do like this, look up a guide and follow it, because fair warn you, this is gonna take a long time. Nothing about it is hard. It's a lot of back and forth. So my recommendation, if you do want it, go ahead and throw on like some Netflix, Prime, whatever, HBO, it doesn't matter. Throw on something while you do it. Now, how you get this one, like I said, it's a very long quest line, but it's actually part of getting it's 2 secrets. The first secret part of it is to get a battle pet. And the battle pet is Bale. It'd be this one right there. Well, that guy right there. Come on. That little goat. And then as soon as you get to that part, you can keep on going with the secret quest line and get the Waste of Time. So if you like the battle pets and you like the transmog, it's kind of a double whammy if you like to get those. But that's just where you get it from. It's a secret quest line that's just, it's really long, a lot of back and forth. Anyways, those are I think that was 10 or might have been a little bit more, but that was those. So let's go ahead and jump to the outro real quick. All right, so that wraps up this video of unique transmogs in WoW. I know this is just a very short list of so much unique mogs in WoW. I just figured this would be a great way to show some of the different style drops in the game. Plus, if you have an alt that isn't doing much, just sitting around, you could park them by the raid and, you know, try and get some of these every week, since a lot of them are on really low drop chances. Anyways, I do plan on doing a lot more of these since the holidays are over with. 2024 is here. Everything's settled down. I can start working on the channel a lot more. So with that said, if you enjoyed the content, think about leaving me a like, subscribe. Until the next time, I'll see y'all. Peace.